we have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
It's round 9 NPL action. South Melbourne hosting Pascoe Vale here at Lakeside Stadium. And despite South Melbourne's perfect 8 wins to start the season, this could prove to be a tough clash. John Coe with a notable absence from the south side.
That's right, David. Captain Michael Eager is absent and is replaced by Andrew Mullett. Eager pulled up sore from last week and it was decided to give him a rest ahead of this match. It's going to be very difficult here. Pascoe Vale have always troubled us in the past. I don't see that being any different today.
A free kick on the side there. Could prove to be dangerous early for South Melbourne as it's whipped in, and Saldaris gets his body behind that well. It was a well-placed free kick, but the big South custodian had that one covered nicely.
I think Michael Ferrante stepped up here, David, for the free kick, goes for the near post, but as you can see from behind the goals there, Jason Saldaris, the goalkeeper, had that well covered.
The first real chance for South Melbourne in what's been a pretty slow start. That corner floated a bit high over and bounces up there. It's gone straight to Jawadi. It opens up maybe a chance for Matthew Theodore across the face into the back of the net. Great start for South Melbourne, just 25 minutes gone. Matthew Theodore from outside the box kept it low, past Sardelic. South Melbourne have a 1-0 lead. Couldn't have asked for a better start, John.
Yes, good start here, David, although as we'll see from the replay, I think we got a little bit lucky here with a bit of a leg break. As we see, I think it's Davey Van Schip there. Looked like he had a cover, just took a left break, went completely over him. Iki Jawadi laid the ball off for Matt Theodore, but that is a fantastic strike, David. I think Stefan Sardelic, the Pascoe Vale keeper, saw it late. He couldn't do much about it, and it goes to the bottom of the net. That's a very nice shot there from Theodore from outside of the box with his left foot, low and hard into the bottom corner. And a nice finish there, and I think we have some guests here in front of the screen, David. They're very excited with that opening goal tonight.
Great start by Matthew Theodore. Good to see him back on the score sheet like he was back in round 1. Well, that one's not quite cleared as they'd like, and Pascoe Vale might be able to work something in here. Some arms up there from Lujic, but nothing given by the referee, and ball whipped in low straight into the arms of Saldaris there. Nearly snuck through the south defence. Tyson Holmes has got to use his body here, and well, eventually the ball played back and then flicked up high and not cleared, not dealt with by South Melbourne. The ball played across the face. James Musa was going down. The ball's gone eventually wide. South Melbourne nearly caught napping there, and a bit of an awkward moment at the back for them.
Bit of an awkward moment, David, again. South get away with it. I think on this occasion it's Matt Lazaridis who has a shot across the goal. James Musa was back there, but it drifted wide in the end.
Throw going long up the touchline. Lovely layoff there by Jamie Reid. Jawadi onto his left foot. Iki Jawadi with the shot saved by Sardelic. Nicely done by both men there. Good shot, good save.
Good move, David, because as you see here, Jamie Reid with a lovely flick onto Jawadi. He's already been involved in setting up a goal tonight, and he almost scored himself. That's quite a fair distance out from outside of the box. He goes for a shot. Sardelic, it's a good height for him, but the goalkeeper still has to make the save, and he did that very well. As we see here, Sardelic had a better view this time, and it's a good height for him, but he stuck his hands out and made a good save.
Well, they'll just go long, not finding a good option short. Mullett plays that up high, and it might sit okay for Lujic. He keeps his feet, uses Jamie Reid. Jamie Reid now, Theodore, the goal scorer, going for his second there. Good save. It was a nice dipping shot, and Sardelic got up well to tip that behind. Very nearly 2-0 South Melbourne.
Well, Matt Theodore almost scoring his second for the night, David. As we see Jamie Reid setting him up, he cuts across and fires a right-footed shot on this occasion, and Sardelic does very well to make the save there. That's going into the top corner, and the big goalkeeper does very well there. Gets the big right arm up and tips the ball over for a corner kick.
Well, the first real chance of the second half, Bradley Norton with that trademark stutter step, and the ball played in. Headed back across the face of goal by Reid. Nobody there to meet it. The ball's still alive here. Musa gets up to contest. Pascoe Vale eventually clear their lines. Throw in from the left-hand side. Tyson Holmes keeps jostling for position. That's a nice little turn there. Smart for Theodore, who flicks it up looking for Lujic, the header. That time straight at Sardelic. Couldn't quite get the time and space to direct that one. And they will go long and across the other face there. Well, Saldaris came out there. I'm not quite sure. I think he might have changed his mind about whether he wanted to collect that and eventually headed behind by James Musa. South Melbourne, nearly an awkward moment there.
Yes, South a bit lucky to escape with this one, David, as we see a sort of a harmless ball floated in. Jason Saldaris and James Musa, a bit of miscommunication. Luckily for South, the home side, Musa's headed it out for a corner. It's drifted wide of the goals. As we see here, Jason Saldaris coming for it. And Musa getting there first and back-heading it. Luckily for South, it goes wide of the far post.
Bradley Norton puts a nice high one up there. Lujic eventually cleared. Nice and high. Norton again with the header. And Pascoe Vale with a double attempt at the header to get out. Minopolis. Holmes still in the air. Some aerial ping-pong up for Lujic. Just wide of the left-hand side. Might have been a great chance to put the game away there as South Melbourne can't quite put the sword to Pascoe Vale.
Pascoe Vale finding it. South Melbourne are finding it very hard to break through this resolute Pascoe Vale defence, but they almost did on this occasion. A couple of headers and it falls to Lujic, who's been a bit quiet tonight. He sticks his right foot out, but he puts this wide of Sardelic's goal. In fairness, I think Sardelic probably may have had that covered, but he didn't have to worry in the end because the ball's gone out for a goal kick.
Jawadi, he's looked lively in patches tonight, as have a lot of South players. Timmy Marler looking for options in front of him. Theodore goes high. That one floated across. Lujic. Oh, Lujic. Another nice turn. He's had a couple of those tonight. Couldn't quite get the space to make either of them count. And Tim Marler might look to go long. And oh dear, that's a badly sliced clearance. Might be a chance here for Pascoe Vale. It opens up. They've got some numbers around it. Ferrante. Oh, Michael Ferrante. He's a better player than that shot would suggest. He won't be pleased with that. Saldaris just pumps that long. Seems long ball's the order of the night. Not able to break through the Pascoe Vale defence easily, but Pascoe Vale might make them pay on the counter-attack here. Musa has to sprint back and the shot comes across. But high and wide, no real threat to the keeper in the end.
A half chance here for Pascoe Vale. I do think that Saldaris would have had this covered, but it was a good shot in the end, but just directed a bit too high, and Saldaris didn't have to worry much.
Theodore and Tyson Holmes. Holmes getting it back there and using Theodore. Some nice link-up play here from South Melbourne. Theodore's run all day. He's done nicely. Now, Minopolis. Minopolis with a shot goes wide. Well, it's probably the best move they've had for quite a long time there. Unfortunately for South, they couldn't make it count. And Jamie Reid comes off for a well-deserved rest. Dimitriaris comes into the midfield. You'd think there Chris Taylor trying to lock up the 3 points. Well, time ticking away from Pascoe Vale. South Melbourne just need to hold on. And a couple of players running to each other there. Ball goes out for a throw-in. And no, the referee's paid a free kick, I think. Oh, geez, I tell you what, John, I thought this just looked like a collision. I don't think there's much in that.
I think you're right, David, as we see Dimitriaris having a collision there. And I saw nothing in it, but the referee has awarded a free kick and South needs to defend this well.
Ferrante, dying seconds of the game. Could he make himself a hero? Ferrante, the shot side netting. Oh, there was a bit of a faint cheer there from the grandstand, but the game is over now. South Melbourne celebrate. A bit of relief, really, from some of the South players in the blue shirts. It was a nice free kick in the end, John, but nothing doing for Pascoe Vale, and South Melbourne hold on for the win.
Well, I thought this ball was going to be whipped into the penalty spot, David, but Ferrante has gone for a shot at the near post. I think Jason Saldaris had it covered, but nevertheless, it's drifted wide of his near post, and South have won the 3 points. A very tough game. Not one for the archives at all, David, but South did the job in the end. As we see the statistics, fairly even. Pascoe Vale very resolute, but South doing enough in the first half with Matt Theodore's goal and hanging on in the second half to record another 3 points.
Well, I've got Matthew Theodore here with me, and it's been a while since we last spoke to you, but fantastic to see you on the score sheet again. It was a very nice finish.
Thank you. It was good to get on the score sheet and good to get another win.
Now, obviously, Pascoe Vale are at a different end from the table to us at the moment, but they were a much harder challenge than people might have thought. They really gave it to us today, didn't they?
Yeah, you can never underestimate anyone in this league. You've got to be on your game every game, otherwise you can get punished. And here today, it was a tough hit out.
Oakley drew with Northcote today. That would have come in, you might not have heard that news yet, but that does give us a 6-point gap. How important do you think that is going towards the halfway point of the season?
Very important. The points here early are crucial because come later down the track, we're going to have injuries and suspensions and you're going to have a bit of luck that goes against you, so it's important to pick up all these points.
Well, I've got Andrew Mullett here with me. Firstly, congratulations on your first league start for South Melbourne. It must have been nice to get out with the boys today.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, it was really good. Enjoyed every minute of it, and most of all, we got a win. So I think that's 9 in a row, so it's a great start to the year.
And it must have been a tougher challenge than perhaps some were anticipating, certainly neutral observers, but Pascoe Vale really put it hard to us today, and they really pressed their case.
Yeah, Pascoe Vale are always a tough team, and I've played them in the past. Always a team that grinds it out and keeps fighting to the end, and they showed today that almost nicked one at the end, but credit to the boys, we stayed strong and fighted it out to the end.
Looking at you, I mean, when you first came to the club, I thought you'd been more of a fullback playing at left or right, but with your stature and the way you play, are you more naturally a centre-back?
Yeah, I much prefer playing centre-back. I've played left-back in the past for Chris at Dandenong, but centre-back's my preferred position, and just hope I can do the job for the team when I come on.
I got Brad Norton here with me. Congratulations, wearing the armband tonight, not for the first time, but obviously stepping up to the plate as captain and recording a win.
Yeah, I mean, out of that, all we got was the 3 points. That was the main thing. I think we'll leave it at that. But, you know, we had Eags out today, which is a big loss. Mullsy came in and did a very good job. But, you know, every time a captain's, you know, is out for injured or just out of the game, you know, you see a bit of a difference. So we knew we had to step up today. We got the win, but, you know, there's still a lot of improvement to go. So we've got a long way.
Starting in a couple of weeks, we have a run of 6 home games coming up, which is very important to us. Are the guys feeling comfortable playing here at Lakeside? Do you really feel that we can turn this into a fortress during the winter months? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, that's what we spoke about before the game. You know, this is our home ground. We don't want to lose here. And there's still many games to play here. Like you just said, we've got 6 in a row. So, I mean, we don't want to lose here. No one wants to lose their home ground, but especially here. I mean, big club, big heritage, and we don't want to come here and lose in front of our home fans. So we'll do everything we can to make sure we get the 3 points.
You know, in a long season, sometimes you have to win ugly, and I suppose this is one of those occasions.
Yeah, that was ugly. Ugly, all right. But look, give credit to Pascoe Vale. They made it very, very difficult for us. Probably, you know, worked hard on the defensive structure, and I thought they made it difficult for the whole night. Just fortunate we got the goal. You know, and a couple of close scares towards the end, but yeah, happy with the result. And the big thing for us is not getting complacent, because it's not like we've blitzed in every game and won by big scores, as you saw tonight. It was bloody hard work, you know, but you know, we just got to keep fighting away the way we're going at the moment, and just keep accumulating the points, and hopefully we're at the top at the end of the season. Look, I think the longer we go on this run, the harder it's going to get for us, because everyone wants to be the first side to knock you off, you know, and people are coming here and showing a lot of resilience again tonight. But you know, we fancy ourselves against anyone in the league. But you know, we've got to just adapt to the conditions. Today we didn't play a lot of football, but we worked really hard, and yeah, got the reward in the end.